Okay, you go first, Sahil. Sahil and then Naga, because Naga, Arjun and Sahil are our guests. So go first, Sahil, and then I'll go to Naga.
Okay, so I in Maharashtra people greet like this: Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Whenever they make a speech, the greeting is always like this: Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. So there is Jai Hind always there. So if you go to Gujarat, I have seen a lot of leaders making speeches, Jai Jai Garvi Gujarat, and I have seen those speeches as well. I've attended many rallies listening to that. And you go to any state, according to me, the slogan should be Jai Hind and that particular state. Maybe it's Jai Bihar, Jai Uttar Pradesh, Jai Uttarakhand, whatever. I mean, every state has its own pride.
Regional
And that
pride
comes with the language. It's very clear, especially my education has happened in Marathi medium. I've learned right from my nursery days to my 10th standard. I've been in Marathi medium. I've learned all the subjects, including that of science and mathematics in Marathi. And it has not stopped me from working in a Hindi national channel, doing a show on a Hindi national channel, and taking part in a democratic newsroom of India Today. So the point here is that Marathi or anybody from the Western India or the Southern India, people look at Hindi as another language, which is not a national language.
It's not.
It's not a national language. Secondly, the fight in Maharashtra happened not because of please let me tell you one more thing. From 5th standard in Maharashtra schools, including Marathi medium schools, the Hindi is taught. So we have a 3-language formula from the 5th standard. The opposition was to have a third language from the 1st standard itself.
Okay.
So there was no linguistic issue at
But you're still getting beaten up in the state of Maharashtra for speaking Hindi.
No. So
वो सही है.
I'm not saying.
No one is supporting that. Please don't mix it.
It's a question.
No one is supporting Toksai. No one is supporting this Toksai.
Okay.
When Gaurav quoted Gandhi and Tagore,
Which is fabulous.
No, of course, two North Indians aren't talking. They'll only talk about Hindi, of course. Did you speak? Did
I will also quote Subramaniam Bharti.
Did Gandhi speak to Potti Sriramulu? No, it was two North Indians talking about Hindi. Of course, Hindi can never be a link language. For us, it's always a different language. Hindi is not even a classical status language. Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam are all classical status. The highest contribution to the state.
Bhasha, what we call it.
And what has Hindi done to languages in Madhya Pradesh and Bihar? It's eaten up everything. It's not about language versus language. 100 years later, this link language will become the most common language even in South India if it's imposed. Then what is the identity of Kannada? 100 years later, there will be no Kannada. In Bangalore, there will be no Kannada.
How many languages
it is not being imposed.
How many languages people in Uttar Pradesh
In 2022, the Standing Committee of Parliament...
Let's go one by one, then we
in
can
2022, the Standing Committee of Parliament said Hindi has to be made compulsory across all government offices, including state offices, and agencies like Metro, organization like Metro, Bangalore Metro is using Hindi. Why should we read Hindi in Bangalore? Will Delhi Metro have Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam?
It should.
Then please put it.
Should.
Okay, let Akshata come. Akshata, go ahead, make your submission.
Tamil la peslama? Tamil la peslama?
Anything you want. Somebody is going to understand. If I start speaking Haryanvi, half of it is not even permissible. It's over PG-13.
Okay, so I'll just first of all start by saying that there's this notion that South Indians hate Hindi. Not true at all. We have nothing against any language. I'm sitting in Delhi. I've learned Hindi. I speak Hindi. My problem is quite simply the intolerance that some people bring with the language. Yeah. Quite simply, if I come to Delhi and I try to catch an auto, I can't go and say, Anna Yevlo, or I can't say, Anna Inga Pono, Anga Pono, Unga Tamil Teriono. It's unfair to expect. What do? I learn the language. Or I come and say, okay, he can't speak English, speak Hindi. Yeah. It's on me then to learn the language and communicate with that person. My problem and my grouse is when people come to Tamil Nadu and say, you should know Hindi. It's not okay. They don't know the language, don't expect them to know the language. The link language in Tamil Nadu, for example, is English. Learn, speak English. My problem is when you impose in that manner. I'm not talking about government, education, none of that. When people come in, and in Bangalore, prime example of that, there are very few people who speak Kannada. I think Mumbai is another example, which is why I never got the opportunity to learn Marathi, because while I was there, nobody spoke the language. Everyone spoke Hindi because it's comfortable, it's easy. There is a serious threat of that happening.
It's being a cosmopolitan city, and that is what is the grudge.
Cosmo is great. I'm not saying, have a mix of population.
The fallout of that.
The moment you have people speak the language, it spreads. The moment you have one language that everyone speaks, that's it.
Correct.
All right. Allow me. Okay, one second. I'll go back to
just last point.
I'll go back to Rajdeep. I'll come to all of you again. But if I'm allowed to also, just given my 2 cents here, the fact is we because Gaurav just said that nobody is imposing. That's false. The fact is there is a backdoor imposition, and why I say that, I'm telling you. Allow me to give.
Assimilation.
No. Allow me to tell you what's the backdoor imposition. Gaurav, what is the new education policy 2023 language policy? As per that, as per the old education policy, in the 3-language policy, English was part of the 3-language policy, right?
English is a foreign language. It's Britain's language.
You're not allowing me to finish. Till 2020, English was part of the 3-language policy, which was even under the incumbent government from 2014. 2020, what the government did, what the education ministry did was pick up English from the 3-language policy, made it a foreign language.
It is a foreign language.
You're not allowing me to finish. Therefore, in states like Tamil Nadu, the main issue is this is backdoor imposition, because you are now forcing people under the 3-language policy who earlier would have picked up Tamil and English to now pick up Tamil and Hindi. That is backdoor imposition.